It's time to admit this about Liv Morgan. In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm talking about because you know it and I know it. For years and years and years, Liv Morgan had to go through a lot of challenges like we all have to. The ups, the downs, the in-betweens, the start, the stop pushes. Liv Morgan had to go through it. And it wasn't just a Vince McMahon thing, it was also a Triple H thing, right? But she continued to push forward. 2024 has been the year of Liv Morgan, no doubt. And a very interesting time in WWE history. She has started to become the focal point of WWE programming. Look, I've been covering Liv Morgan for a while now, while covering her for some of the biggest wrestling news websites out there. And I will say this, what she's been able to do thus far in 2024 is pretty freaking amazing. And WWE, they're in this hot period right now. And it really started in January of this year when The Rock returned. Now, WWE, they've been gaining momentum. I would credit that a large part due to Triple H taking over main roster creative, the Bloodline storyline continually progressing and arcing, the rise of Cody Rhodes' popularity, and also the rise of Gunther and Jey Uso and all of these talents really are starting to shine. They got Randy Orton back. And so at that time, Liv Morgan, she makes her return to the company at the Royal Rumble in January. And while she didn't win the Women's Royal Rumble match, she started the fact that it's going to be the Liv Morgan Revenge Tour. And I think when she said that in that backstage segment on the night of the Royal Rumble, I think a lot of people overlooked that comment. I don't think they took her as seriously as she should have, because Liv Morgan has done just that. Liv Morgan has done some of her best work to date. Pretty freaking remarkable, if you ask me, in my opinion. And while, yes, we were not going to get a long-term program with Rhea Ripley coming out of Mania, oh, how things have changed, and they are going to be going forward with that. I mean, it's the top program on Monday Night Raw right now. And it is for a good reason, because it continuously draws. It draws on television. It draws on social media. Why does it draw? Well, for years and years and years, we have always heard, well, if WWE would just bring back the Attitude Era, everything would be fine. Well, in fact, it was really just the booker, because once Triple H took the book, things started turning around. And yes, you're getting more blood on television. Yes, you're getting more edgier programming with sexual content. But at the end of the day, it really comes down to the good guy versus bad guy booking. Now that leads us to today's topic, because if you haven't noticed, Liv Morgan is a top star. It's time to admit this about Liv Morgan. Well, what is this? No one, including Liv Morgan, would have ever predicted or thought that she would be at the level that she is right now before the Rhea Ripley injury, right? They did the backstage segment on Monday Night Raw coming out of Mania. It was going to be a short-term thing because they had history previously. Obviously, they did this storyline angle where Rhea was the one that injured Liv. In fact, that was just a storyline cover-up, no big deal. Last year, because Liv suffered a legit injury. But then if you look at the fact that Liv is someone who, she's just a body, right? She was just a body for Rhea to beat. And then when she injured Rhea, by accident, of course, in real life, it turned the course of history. And when WWE looked at it and said, oh, we're going to be without Rhea Ripley for several months. Oh, we're going to be without Becky Lynch for several months. Oh, well, I guess we got to create a new star. Well, Liv Morgan, she's the one that injured Rhea. Okay, we can build on that. And oh, we just did a program between Liv and Becky, and we can put Liv over in this. Oh, okay. All right, we'll just create a new star, and off to the races we went. No one could have predicted that, right? You needed two top stars to be off television. You needed Rhea to be injured, right? And you needed Becky to say, hey, you know what, WWE? hey, Triple H, I don't think I'm going to renew my deal. I'm going to take some time off, spend some time with my family. Adios. I think that is the pivotal moment in the rise of Liv Morgan. And then, to her credit and to WWE's credit, once the ball was in motion of, okay, we're going to give Liv what she needs, she took the ball and she ran with it, and she took it farther than I think anyone could have ever predicted, because Liv Morgan is hands down one of their biggest stars right now. You look at television ratings when she's on TV, those ratings go up in those segments. You look at the social media engagement in which she gets, those numbers are going up. Social trends are up. She just recently surpassed Cody Rhodes. So if you look at everything that's going on right now with Liv Morgan, you look at what she's been able to do on social media by getting people talking, whether it's sharing photos while wearing Dominic Mysterio's t-shirt and stuff like that. Doing that kind of stuff is absolutely brilliant, and it's something that she needs to continuously do, and it's something that I think she will continuously do. It's pretty freaking remarkable of what she's been able to do, how she's been able to do it, and people getting behind her, because I said this for months, like, people don't understand, she has a connection with the fan base like no other, and it's strong, and it's powerful, and if you can tap into that, if you're WWE, then it's like, oh, okay, well, we got something here. We're off to the races. And like I was talking earlier, WWE hasn't been this hot in forever. You go back to the booking of like 2019 and 2020, that is some god-awful stuff. And I understand the pandemic didn't help things in 2020, but like, you look even before then, January, February, early March, that's not very good programming. It's night and freaking day of what we've been experiencing as of late. And if you are someone that has either, has never watched wrestling and now is in wrestling, or once upon a time did watch wrestling, but then you've heard the good things that Triple H is doing with creative right now, you look at that, you look at the landscape of the company, it's like, oh, well, this is great. But then on the flip side, if you're a hardcore fan who has stuck through it, right? Obviously, I consider myself that. I do it for a living, but I go back and I look at the 2017s and the 2018 and 2019, and it's like, oof, this is rough. Things started to turn around a little bit in the summer of 2021 once they started getting in front of live fans, but then booking went down again a little bit, right? It's just one of those things. I'm going to get out of here, y'all. Hey, y'all, real quick, make sure you join the movement and join everyone in smashing, obliterating that notification bell so you are notified every single time we upload new wrestling content here to the channel. Hit that subscribe button as well. Thank you all so much for your support and help changing me and my family's life, and I will see y'all next time.